Okay. Now tell me one more time what is Snowflake. In one we'll see one more time basics. Tell me what is Snowflake. This is important.
It is
N1
a cloud-based tool, cloud-based
cloud-based
warehouse.
data warehouse.
Cloud-based data warehouse.
OLTP or OLAP? Which one it will be?
OLAP,
OLAP,
historical data.
Okay, for historical data, we'll
online
go for
analytical
this.
historical
Okay, so mainly online analytical process. What about database?
SaaS model,
Database is for what?
SaaS,
Database is for what? OLTP?
SaaS,
No. Database is for what? It's for OLTP or OLAP?
OLAP.
OLAP,
Database. Okay, don't do it confused. Okay, data warehouse is for what?
OLTP.
Okay, so understand the question. Okay, you should not say something. So data warehouse is for what? It's a word for historical data. Historical data in the sense like what's a OLAP. Okay, so database is nothing but what? Okay, day-to-day transactions. Day-to-day transactions, how can get by using what? By using OLTP. This is for OLTP, remember? So data warehouse, okay, Snowflake is for mainly historical, that is OLAP. So database is for what? OLTP. Now tell me what are the databases we are having in the market? Databases, we are having Oracle database, then
SQL Server,
SQL
SQL,
Server, okay,
Teradata,
MySQL,
Postgre.
Postgres,
Teradata, okay. So there are so many things are there. Okay, these are the data sources. Okay, so MySQL, Postgre, all these things. Okay, so see. Now tell me what is Snowflake used for? What is the scope of the project?
Migration project.
Okay, so scope. Just one second. What is the scope of the project? Okay, scope of the project is what?
Migration project.
Which migration? We need to say clearly which migration. There's so many migrations. So data migration project. Okay, so okay. So our source can be Oracle, SQL Server, Teradata. Okay, these are important. Okay, so got the pointer like this way. Okay, so data migration project. Okay, so these are basics. Okay, now tell me after completion of this course, what is our role or role or position we are going to apply? Position, tell me which is the position we are going to apply after completion of this course.
Snowflake developer, Snowflake apps, Snowflake
Okay,
data.
Snowflake developer, or we can say Snowflake data. We are data engineers. Okay. Snowflake data engineers. Okay, these are the basics we need to understand. Okay, now we'll see that. Okay, now tell me how can I communicate with the database or data warehouse? Tell me how can I communicate by using which concept? By using which concept we can able to come? By using what? SQL. Okay, SQL. This is important. Okay, so SQL. Okay, so if you want to communicate with any database or anything, what happened? We should go for what? We should go for SQL. SQL is nothing but what? Structured query language. Okay, got it. So structured query language. Okay, so see the same thing. Now, okay, SQL simply you can say what? It is used to communicate with the database. Okay, so remember basics, you should be strong. Okay, database or data warehouse, anything we can able to communicate by using SQL. Simply can you say what? Say it's a bridge between user and database. Okay, simply, okay, if I want to communicate with anyone, we should have some language. So in a similar fashion, if I want to communicate database, we should have some language. That is nothing but SQL, structured query language. Okay, now we'll see. Okay, now tell me one more time. Okay, now we are having SQL languages. Okay, or SQL comments or SQL statements. Okay, or basic building blocks of SQL. All related to what? All related to what? Tell me. We are having what are the concepts? We are having main thing. Okay, so if you know this concept, okay, almost 20% of SQL is complete. What are the things we are having? Tell me what are the commands we are having?
DDL, DML,
DML, then TCL, then DR logical. Okay, then DCL. Okay, so we'll see step by step. Okay, so first understand we'll use mostly these things. Okay, details, but data
definition language.
Okay, And what is DML? Data
manipulation language.
Manipulation language. Okay, we have seen last week. Okay, we'll see one more time. Okay, so what is TCL? TCL is about
Transaction control language.
Control language. Okay. So we need to say, okay, so if you know the answer, you need to say, because now once you face the interview, like, okay, you will get, okay, so fright and some like nervous. So if you say no, you can able to get, okay, language, you get over. Okay, so data.
Definition retrieve or
not definition, query language. Data retrieval. Okay,
data retrieval
or query.
Or query language.
Query language. And what is DCL? Data
control language.
Control language.
Okay, we'll see this. Okay. Now, what is detail we're having in detail? How many commands we're having? We're having create, then
alter,
and one more thing.
Update.
Drop. Okay. So, okay. Remember, okay, you should not say simply, okay, you should understand, okay, definitions, we should go for DDL. Okay, update is for what command? Update is what command? Update is what command? DML. Okay. So these are basics. Okay, that's why. Okay, if you say this wrong, no, they say you can leave further. They say simply because so without this we can't able to go further. That's why you should be concentrated on this. Okay. So create, alter, drop. These are data definition language. Okay. If you want to change anything, we should go for thing. Okay. What about DML? Tell me DMLs. What are the DMLs we're having? DMLs we're having.
Insert, update, delete.
Okay.
Update, delete, merge.
Update, delete, merge. Okay, and one more thing is that in Snowflake, truncate is a DML. Okay, whereas in Oracle database or anything, no, truncate is a DDL. Okay, but in Snowflake, truncate is a DML. Okay, tell me. So before that, what DDLs are? What DDLs are? Auto committable. So in the sense, like what? Don't need to do anything. Okay. What about DMLs? DMLs are not auto committable. Okay, so see, we'll see how see. Okay, now what happened? We need to control these transactions. How can you control this transaction? By using TCL, transaction control line, step by step. Okay, see now what happened. Now we should go for tell more command. We have commit and roll back. Okay, go to the pointer, commit and roll back. Okay, now we'll see what happened. How to see the data? Tell me how can you see data by using which command? Select. Fetching the data by using select. Okay. Now, what is DCL? Tell me DCL. What is DCL?
Grant and revoke.
A grant and a revoke. Okay, suppose like simple example. So grant and revoke. Okay, suppose you got the offer. Okay, you got the offer as a which role will go for which role we should as a Snowflake developer. Okay, in TCS company. I assume like you got an offer in TCS company. Okay, now they want to report to Office Campus. Tell me directly you can go to the Office Campus. Huh? What should have? Directly we should have what? ID. Okay, we should have ID and access. Same thing. Okay, same thing. Okay, so getting the point. So if you want to go to the Office Campus, what we should have one ID and access. So in a similar fashion, if I want to go to the, if I want to do any operations, okay, any operations in the sense like what? Creation of table, okay, insertion of data. What should have? We should have what? Permissions. Okay, so permissions who will give by using which command? We should go for grant and revoke. Okay, see data control. Data control in the sense like what? Okay, if you want to perform any operation in the sense like what? Creation, insertion. First we should have what? Privileges. Who will give the privileges? By using grant and revoke. Okay, so before that I'll explain. Okay, tell me what are the database environments you'll have in the market? Database environments. Tell me what are the environments? Which one? No. Okay, so understand database environments. Okay, you are not able to understand questions clearly. Environments. What are the environments? I'm not asking databases. Databases environments.
Developer testing.
Okay, development. Okay, so remember. Okay, so we should focus questions. Okay, like not say simply. Okay, so this is one more time saying. Okay, so they'll ask the intro. Okay, if say wrong answer, no, like 1 to 2 answers, they'll say okay, can leave. Okay, because main focus is about learning is done. So you need to create the interview. Okay, if you're not able to answer the questions, now you need to ask. Okay, so database environment, that is development And main focus of this is what, okay, so after learning, we should go attend the interview. Okay, so you should concentrate the questions. Okay, development, then which is the environment? Only development environment. We are having what? Testing. Testing. Okay, so then production. Okay, production. Okay, these are the environment. Okay, see one more time. Development environment, testing environment, production. Okay, so prod environment. Prod. Okay. Now tell me if we got any issues directly work in production. So tell me, we'll have the access. Huh? Tell me, in production is nothing but what production is, but all the users are working. Okay, so working in the environment. Okay, now question is that what when I directly we can't do, so that's why what, okay, so we have some access. So in production we'll have only read access in the sense like what, only select. Okay, what about dev? Will tell me dev will have what, read and write access, read and write. Okay, so complete access will be there in development environment. What the point, let me at least so, no, so see one more time. So what we're trying to say, okay, see, okay, in development environment we'll have read and write, whereas production will have only read access. Who will give all these things? We should go for which command? We should go for grant and revoke. We'll see slowly. Okay, understand what, okay, basically understand how to create any table, how to insert data, how to control this data, and how to see. Okay, so first what, okay, first we should have what, we should have one Snowflake account. Next one is that what we have, tell me, next one we should have what, Snowflake account. Next one is what, we should have what,
database.
okay, give me 1 second.
Database.
Okay, 1 second. One second. Okay, see, Snowflake account. Next one, we should have what? One database should be there. Then schema should be there. Then what should be there? Tell me, table. Okay, so table should be there. Okay, same thing. Okay, now tell me which database we will work directly. We should go for what? Creation of creator, replace. Which database? Tell me in real time will work for which database? Will work for which database? Which environment will work directly? Development creator, replace database. I'm putting July dev underscore db. Okay, in a similar fashion, we should create what? One schema. Okay, these are basics. Okay, so already we discussed, just we are trying to brief. Okay, go back here. So this is the thing. Okay, so see, try to create one database. The next one is that what? Schema should be created. Okay, so see, when I refresh, so July dev db. Okay, so in July dev db created. So schema has been created. Okay. Now tell me, how can I see the list of tables in this particular database? How can I see the list of tables? Tell me list of tables.
Show tables.
Select to get.
No.
Description.
No, yeah. So okay.
List
So
of
listen the
tables.
questions carefully. Okay, so what I'm saying. Okay. So because okay, the interval okay, they're asking. I'm not asking description. I want to see list of tables. Tables. Okay. Show tables. Okay. If I want to get the detail, we should go for select the get underscore detail. That's okay. So listen the question carefully. Okay. So see. So now tell me there is no table. Okay. Now how can I populate? We can able to go for just now create one. Okay. I'll create one table. We can. So table got created. Okay. So insert some data. So I'm populating some data. We'll see okay what exactly. Now let's remove all these things. Now if I put show tables, how many records we'll get? We'll get only one record. That is. Now if I want to see data, how can I see? So by using what? Select get DDL. I want to see the table. Okay. So table definition. Okay. So table I can able to get like this. So you can able to get the definition. Okay. Now tell me how can I see the data? How can I want to see the data? Tell me how can I see the data?
Select star from table
Select
name.
star from table. Okay, by using this is what statement? This is data retrieval or data query language. Okay, so step by step. Okay, copy the same thing. See. So we'll see today one concept. Okay, different concept. So now what is star here? Important. What is star? If I put select star from table, what is star here? Tell me. Name of the star. Anybody? No, sir. So select.
It will reflect particular table name or
table name.
row name.
No. What is star? Name of the star. Anybody? For star, one name is there.
All
Which all?
columns. Data. Total.
Okay, so see, okay, remember one thing, star is nothing but what? Say projection operator. Okay, operator. Okay, so see this thing. So what it will project? It will project all the columns in the database table. One more time, okay, see this thing. So you should understand difference between columns and rows. Okay, so see this thing. Okay, I'm taking a screenshot. So when you're learning, take the screenshot and write it. It's simple. Okay, so see this thing. Now tell me in the database, how the data will be stored, how in the which format data in which format data will be stored. Tell me. In which
Columns
format?
and rows.
No, before columns and rows, tables. First we should
Tables.
tables. Again, tables are divided into columns and rows. Main thing now we should say what main thing is what tables. Tables are divided into columns and rows. Now tell me in this one, first headings are what? This is columns or rows? Headings. Columns. Okay, so columns. And these are rows. Okay. Now what I'm saying, star is nothing but what is projecting all the columns in the database. Now why we're writing employee ID, employee name? Because if you see here what happened, we created in such a way that what first to what we created employee ID first, employee name second, and department ID. That's why it's giving like this: employee ID, employee name, salary, department. Got the point? So like this way. Okay, so here star is nothing but what? Say projection operator. It will project all the columns. Suppose I don't want all the columns, then what happen? We can able to write employee ID, employee ID. What is going to tell me? It's giving only employee. Got the point? So star is nothing but it's a projection. Remember, select is very important because we want to fetch data and we want to see. Okay, so it is projecting all the columns and all the columns in the particular table. Suppose I don't want all the columns, I want only specific columns. We can able to go. Okay, now see this thing. This is good. Okay, so it is projecting all the columns as well as all the records. Suppose I don't want all the records, I want only specific records. See, if I put star is nothing but what important. Okay, so star is nothing but what? It's a projection. It will project all the columns in the database table. Okay, suppose I don't want all the records. Okay, I want specific records. Simple example. Okay, if you go to the ATM, so you want balance of your account or you want other balances? Tell me. So if you go to the ATM, so what you'll put? You'll put the debit card or credit card. So you want to get your account balance. Okay, so your account balance. We don't want all the details. That's why what? Now tell me if I want to get specific columns, we should go for which concept? Anybody? Specific columns.
Select column
Specific
from
column.
table.
No. What is that concept name? Specific columns.
Concept.
So you see, it's projecting all the columns, but I don't want all the columns. I want only
Filtering concept.
filtering concept. See, so second, I want only this second record, third record. Then we should go for what? We should go for which concept? Here, that is filtering concept. Filtering concept. Okay. So see this thing, what happened? Okay. So see, if I put select star from important. Okay, this is important. Okay, this is base. Okay. So select star from table. What happened? Tell me. It is giving star is nothing but all the columns, and we are free is anything. So see all columns plus all records. Okay, all records. In a similar fashion, suppose I am putting Instead of star, I'm putting column 1, column 1, column 2. Now what happened? Tell me all columns plus, okay, so all columns are what? Specific columns plus all records. See, only specific column and all records. Suppose same thing, take the same thing. Now what happened? I want where column 1 equals to val1. Tell me what exactly this means. Anybody? What it will give? Tell me anyone what it will give.
Specific columns and specific records.
Specific columns. Where specific columns?
In column 1, where the value is that one.
No. So see, no question is that what it is projecting all columns or specific columns?
No,
Specific
there is all
column.
columns, but
One is-
column into a
So
value.
star is
no?
nothing but all columns or specific columns. Okay, you're getting confused. Star. I'm putting star. When I
All
put
columns.
all columns. Okay,
But
see.
if there is where condition, no? So
Okay, so we need to say what? Okay, we need to say what? All columns plus specific records.
records.
Specific. Okay, see. So remember one thing. I want all the columns and all records, but only condition match in the sense like what says specific records. Suppose take the same thing, copy here. Okay. So these are important. Okay, so that's why I'm saying so much. Okay, stress in this. Okay, column 1, column 1, column 2, column 10. Okay. Now tell me what is concept? It is projecting what? What it will do?
Only
is
it
it?
will reflect column 1.
Column 1. No. This is all columns or specific columns?
This
Specific
is
column.
specific column.
columns.
Specific columns and particular condition.
Specific
Only
records.
these conditions. It is projecting all. Okay, specific columns and condition match. Only the condition matched only records will be populated. Okay. So when I remove this thing, what happened? Tell me it's projecting specific columns and all the records. Suppose if we want to get thing, we'll see. Okay, we'll see detail. Okay, one real time instance. Okay. So understand what? If I put star in the sense like what, it will project all the columns in the database. And if you're using where class, it's projecting only particular condition. Only the condition match will be. Okay, if you're not able to go back, you see here what happened. So now select star. It is projecting all the columns and all the records. How many records are there? We're having 8 records. Okay. Suppose if I want to get specific columns and all records. Okay. Now suppose take the same thing. Now I don't want all. Don't want all columns. I want only employee ID, or suppose like I want only gender equal to male. Then we cannot go for what? Where gender. So this is important cases. Gender equals to what? Equal to M. It will give only male records. Okay, suppose I don't want all the columns. I want only specific columns. Then we should go for what? So we should mention the column name, employee ID, employee name. For now, what is the condition here? Tell me. It's projecting only gender category and only particular columns, employee ID, employee. Got the point? So if I put like this, what happens? Give only employee ID, employee name of all the records. But I want only specific condition. Specific condition in the sense like what? The condition need to be satisfied here. Okay, see. So this is compulsory condition. Okay, so here where is nothing but what? So where is a filtering concept? Tell me it's a compulsory optional. Tell me it's a compulsory optional. This condition need to be satisfied or not need to satisfy. Say. So see how many records are there? We're having 8 records are there. Out of 8 records, only male is what we're having. So 5 records. It's a compulsory condition. Okay, compulsory. So this syntax is very good because we'll work mostly on select statement or compulsory condition. Okay. So see what happens projecting all the columns and gender equal to male. Suppose take the same thing. Now see, I want to get what? Okay, I want to get gender male and I want to get department ID 100. How to get department ID 100? Tell me. Where's which concept? Next concept is that what? So I want to get only 100 department. Then tell me. Anyone?
Select star from table where
Okay.
department ID 100.
No. Already I want to satisfy this condition. Okay, so already gender equal to M. I want to add one more condition. Okay, already we are having one condition. So total 8 records are there. In 8 records, we are getting 6 records. From 6 records, I want to get only these 2 records. Tell me next condition is that what? Next condition is that what? And we should go for and. Okay, see.
And
So okay, see
yes.
this condition is there. Okay. Now I want to get only what? I want to get only, now I want to get what? And department ID equals to 100. Got the point a little bit, let's see. So we can able to get department ID 100. Suppose I want to get only employee ID 1. Tell me employee 1. How to get? We should go for one more and condition, and employee ID equals to 1. Okay, now tell me what is the conclusion. Okay, so it's projecting all the columns and all records. Now what happened? Where it will give what? It will give only condition satisfied. Okay, see, only M. Okay, see, it's satisfying only M condition. So next step is that what we are having 100 department, 200, but we are asking and in the sense like what? Only compulsory, only the condition match records only it will give. That is 100. Again, what I want to get employee 1. Okay, see, it will give like this. Clear so far? Like this way. Okay, this is where is compulsory condition and is compulsory condition like this. Okay. So one more time you see. Okay, these are important. If you will see the use case, you can able to get some clear cut idea. Okay. Now see this thing. Now I want to get employee ID 1. Tell me how to get only employee ID 1. I want to get only employee ID. Tell me 1. We should use what? Where class. Okay, so where. So where employee ID equals to 1. Okay, it will give. Now suppose I want to get employee ID 1 as well as employee ID 2. I want to get these two records. Anybody can able to tell? I want to get employee ID 1 as well as employee ID 2. Okay, so tell me anyone.
Employee ID
Yes,
in
and-
one and
In operator.
And
Okay, so we'll see. We'll go for and which work or not. Okay, so go back here. So employee ID equal to 1 and employee ID equals to
2.
2. Tell me it work anyone. So see, it is
Okay.
projecting all the columns and
Error.
all the records. Okay. Now see what happens. Suppose when I put employee ID equals to 1, it will give only one records. Now what we are saying, okay, so see, you're asking for one record, it should satisfy employee ID equal to 1 and employee ID equal to. Tell me is it possible? So see, it won't give anything. One more
We
time.
have to use single quotes.
Single quotes. Why
No.
single
No,
quotes?
no.
No, we can use in
in
operator.
condition.
Okay, so in condition. Okay,
In-
see one more
in
time.
one, two.
In 1, 2. Okay, see. So see, if I put one more time, it is projecting all the columns and all the records. But if you see this thing, what happened now? I want to get only employee 1. You see, employee 1 in the sense like what? This condition says. Now what happened? Now we are asking, and it's nothing but what? Compulsory. So for one record, employee 1 as well as employee 2. It is suppose if you're not able to follow. Suppose go back here, department ID. I'm putting 100. It is giving department ID 100 records. Now suppose like now I'm putting employee ID equal to 1. Tell me. So this condition satisfy and this condition satisfy rating 1 record. But what we're asking 1 and 2. When I go for 1 and 2, what happened? Okay, so see this thing, employee ID equal to 1. Now we'll get only 1 record. Now tell me if I put one more and condition and the employee ID equals to 2. Tell me for one record. So one record we need to satisfy this record as well as this record. It won't work. Then we should go for instead of. Remember, and is nothing but it's a compulsory condition. You see, and compulsory condition. Okay. Now what we're asking for one record, we want to expect employee 1 as well as employee. It is not. That's why we should go for instead of one. We should go for what? Anybody?
We
Anyone
should
not?
mention the bracket.
I will see. Okay, so that before that we are having what? We are having one more thing, that is or condition.
Or condition.
Okay, see. So employed equal to 1 or M. So it will pick either this value or this value. Okay, see. So when I put like this, what happens? Giving either 1. Suppose when I put and tell me it work. So for one record, we are expecting 1 and 2. So it will be fail. Condition will be fail. So instead of 1, we should go for or concept. Or is nothing but what? Or is nothing but what? It will pick either this value or this value. Suppose I'm having 200. Tell me it is there. What is output will get? What is output will get?
1.
Only one condition satisfies 1. Okay, 1. Okay. Suppose when I put and, tell me it will give any result.
No.
No. Okay, see, no. Okay, see, understand the concept is that what? Okay. So concept is that what? This condition need to satisfy and this condition. So it is not false. Okay. So if I want to, okay, if I want to pick this value or this value, we should go for or. Or is nothing but optional condition. Okay. It will pick this value or this value. Suppose I want to get employee 2. Okay. Suppose I want to get employee 3. Yes, go ahead. Okay, so anyone? Okay, so see 3. Okay, now instead of this one, now what happens? Suppose you see I want to get employee 2, employee 3, and employee 5, or employee ID 5. Okay, now tell me it's good looking. Okay, so tell me it's good looking. Is it good looking? It is not. Then
No.
instead of this, now we can go for what? We can go for what concept? Anybody? In concept. See? So select star from employee where employee ID in 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, same as our condition. It will pick first value, second value. If condition matches, pick this value, this value. Suppose I'm putting 50. 50 is there, it is not there. Suppose I'm having 30. 30 is there, it is not there. Suppose I'm having 20. So in the sense like what? So the same as our condition, it will pick this value if it is matching, if it is this value, or if it is this value. Okay. So based on the condition, it will pick the values. Got the point? This is nothing but filtering concept. Filtering is nothing but what? We want to get the specific records. How to get the specific records? We can able to go for in concept. Okay, first where class, then under class, like in we can able to. Okay, so it will give particular record. Clear so far? Because we don't want all records. We want only specific records. How to get the specific records? We should go for like this. Okay. So one more time. So select star from employee. Now see this thing what happened? We're getting all the records. Now see this thing, employee 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 5, 6. Is it good looking? Is it good looking? Now I want to get in a sorting method is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 40, 49. By using which concept? Anybody? How can I do sorting? By using which concept? Anybody? Order by class. Okay, so order by employee. Okay, order by employee. See what happened? It is giving. See, it is giving what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this one? Tell me. So this is what? Ascending value or descending value?
Ascending values.
Smaller. Okay, understand the concept. Ascending. Okay, so these are basic. Okay, we'll work mostly on SQL select statements only. Okay, real time, because all the data will be there. We need to analyze. How can you analyze by using select? Okay, 1, 2. Suppose if you're not able to order by ASC. ASC nothing but what? It's an ascending sort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 40. Okay. Now suppose if I go back here, if I don't mention by default, so what sort? It's an ascending. Ascending sort. This is important. Okay. So by default, when you don't mention, it's an ascending sort. ASC. Suppose I want to get bigger value, then what happens? We should put DSC. This is descending. We'll get what? 49 like this reverse. It's a descending. Bigger value to smaller value. Okay. Or else like if I want to put, okay, suppose now tell me what I'm trying to do. Okay, now I'm putting. Now what will happen? Tell me what will happen. Anyone any idea what I'm putting? 3, order by 3. Anybody know?
Nothing happened.
3 records will be
You got three rows.
3 rows. No, we have seen not. We are not using filtering concept. This is sorting. See, remember? Okay, so we are not using filtering. This is sorting.
First 3 records.
No, not first 3 records. Anyone?
Wrong statement.
Which one?
Order by 3s.
Oh, order by 3. What exactly do it?
It is a wrong statement. Like didn't select any column.
No, it's not a wrong. It's a correct statement. Okay, see this thing. Okay, so see, it will give. What is giving? Tell me, anybody. Suppose if you're not able to follow. What is giving? Tell me. If I say this thing, what happened? It's giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 5, 6. Okay. Now when you put order by 1 descending, what happened? Tell me. So 49, 44 in the sense like what? Understand this concept. What we're trying to do. So we can able to mention order by 1 in the sense like what? Order by 1 in the sense like what? First column is getting sorting. Got the point? I see it's sorting descending order. Okay. If I put 2, what happened? Tell me. If I put 2, what happened to the second column sorting? If I put 3, what happened? Tell me. It will see what happens. Put 3. So see what happened. You are getting 85,000, 75,000 like this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suppose if I put 8, what happened? Tell me. It's giving 300, 200, 100. Suppose when I put 9, tell me it will work. 9th column is there. Ninth column is there?
No, sir.
No,
it's
no.
not. Okay, see, it is not there. Okay, see, 9 is not a valid. So we should mention this number of columns. Suppose when I put 0, tell me it work as 0. 0.
No, sir. No, sir.
Why?
It will work after one is there, right?
Hmm.
It will work. Okay.
So it won't work. See this thing, what happened? Okay. So remember in Snowflake or anywhere, no, Snowflake SQL. So numbering will start with 1 only, 1. So if you see this thing, what happened? Okay, this is the first column, second column, third column, like this. Okay. Now 0th column is there, it is not there. So always we should start with numbering 1. Okay, 1. And we should mention what? We should mention first column or second column. Okay. Instead of mentioning like this, we can able to put order by employee name, like this we can able to put. Okay. So link expiring, come back, we'll see the same. Okay. So same link, try to join. Okay. So got the pointer, like this way you can able to get. Okay. Order by 1 descending. So in the sense like your first column. Suppose when I put what happened, it will be ascending sort. Okay, link expect, come back. Okay. So by default it will be ascending sort when you don't mention. Okay, we can able to mention like this, or we can able to go like this. Okay, this is nothing but filtering and sorting, like some more concept is there, we can able to see. Okay, so like we'll have like specific columns. Okay, so we don't want all records, we want to get specific records. You should go for where class, under class, like this in. Okay, so you got a pointer. So we'll see one more time. So there are so many conditions that we'll close. Okay, this is very, very important, because so we want to do analysis, because so we don't in real time we don't want all the records, we want only specific records. So that's why you should go for select star from employee. Okay, now if I want to choose projecting all the columns, now tell me one more time what is Snowflake. Suppose I want to get only specific records. Suppose what is I want to get only this is important employee ID. I want to get
It is
1,
a cloud-based
2,
tool.
3, like this. We should go for
Cloud-based
where
warehouse.
employee ID
Warehouse.
data 1, comma
Cloud-based data warehouse.
2, comma OLTP or OLAP for which one?
OLAP.
Suppose if I want to get
Historical-
only one record, tell me it will work
historical
or not? Okay, only
for
one
historical
record.
data
Online
will go for
analytical
this.
historical.
Okay, so mainly online analytical. Tell me only one record will work or
What
not?
about database?
SaaS model.
No,
Database is for what?
SaaS.
because we
Database
are
is for what?
mentioning in operator, right?
SaaS.
Where
In
there
operator
we should
database is for what?
at
In
least
operator-
one or two.
At
It's
least
for
one,
OLTP
it's
or
one,
OLAP?
no?
OLAP.
Oh, sorry, more than
OLAP.
one. Yeah.
More than one, no? No, it's not. Okay,
Database.
it's not actually.
Okay,
See
got
what
it,
happen,
Tanvir.
okay?
Okay,
So
data
in can
warehouse is
accept
for
one
what?
value or more than
OLTP.
one value. But whereas equal to what? Equal to
Answer the
work for
question.
only
Okay, you should not say
one value.
So
Suppose
data
if I put
warehouse is
1,
for
comma
what? It's
2,
a
you
work
work for historical data. Historical data
It
in
won't
the sense,
work.
remember one thing, okay? Only
OL
equal to work for only
Okay, so
one
database
record.
is nothing
Whereas
but what?
inoperative
Okay,
work for what?
day-to-day
Inoperative work for what?
transactions.
Day-to-day
Day-to-day
transfer
transaction,
one
how can
record
get
or
by using what? By
more
using
than
OLTP.
one record.
This is
So
for
we can
OLTP.
in
Remember? We can
so
able
data
for
warehouse,
okay,
or we can able
Snowflake
to
is
go for
for
mainly
one
historical,
comma
that is like
OLAP.
got it?
So
Same
database
thing
is
again.
for what?
So see, okay.
OLTP.
Suppose
Now
still
tell
the
me
same
what are the
thing.
databases we are having in the
So
market?
remember in can work
Databases.
for multiple things.
We are
Okay,
having
single
Oracle
record
database,
or
then
multiple records. Suppose like I'll write here.
SQL Server.
SQL
SQL.
It is
Server.
projecting all the
Okay.
columns and
Teradata,
all the
MySQL,
records.
Postgres.
Now see this
Teradata.
thing. Suppose
Okay. So there are so
see
many
the
things
thing important.
Okay, these are the data sources.
Now
okay.
what I want
So
to know.
MySQL, PostgreSQL, all these things. Okay. So see.
I
Now
want
tell
to
me
get
what is
list
Snowflake
of
used for what?
employees,
What's the scope
okay,
of the
whose
project?
salaries are in the range,
Migration project.
suppose like 50 to 59,000. Okay, 52 to 59,000. Okay, so now I want to get list of employees whose starting range is 50,000 and ending is 59,000. Okay, now tell me select star from employee where salary in
What is the scope of the project? Scope of the project is what?
50,001.
Migration project.
Which migration? We need to see clearly which migration.
Tell me is it
so many
possible right like this
Data-
up to
data
79,000
data
or 59,000? Tell me is it possible manually right?
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay.
No,
So
it's
our
not
source can
valid.
be
Not
Oracle,
possible.
SQL Server, Teradata. Okay, these are important. Okay.
So go to
Okay,
pointer
one
like this
second.
way. 1 minute only, 1 minute only.
Okay, so data migration project.
Okay, so these are basics. Okay, now tell me after completion of this course, what is our role or role or position we are going to apply? Position, tell me which is the position we are going to apply after completion of this course.
Snowflake developer, Snowflake apps, Snowflake
Okay,
data
Snowflake developer, or we can say Snowflake data. We are data engineers. Okay. Snowflake data engineers. Okay, these are the basics we need to understand. Okay, now we'll see that. Okay, now tell me how can I communicate with the database or data warehouse? Tell me how can I communicate by using which concept? By using which concept we can able to by using what?
Yes.
SQL. Okay, SQL. This is important. Okay, so SQL. Okay, so if you want to communicate with any database or anything, what happened? We should go for what? We should go for SQL. SQL is nothing but what? Structured
Query language.
query language. Okay, got it. So structured query language. Okay, so see the same thing. Now, okay, SQL simply you can say what it is used to communicate with the database. Okay, so remember basics, you should be strong. Okay, database or data warehouse, anything we can able to communicate using SQL. Simply can say what? Say it's a bridge between user and database. Okay, simply okay. If I want to communicate with anyone, we should have some language. So in a similar fashion, if I want to communicate database, we should have some language. That is nothing but SQL, structured query language. Okay, now we'll see. Okay, now tell me one more time. Okay, now we are having SQL languages. Okay, or SQL commands or SQL statements. Okay, or basic building blocks of SQL, all related to what? All related to what? Tell me. We are having what are the concepts? We are having main thing. Okay, so
Okay, see this thing. Tell me, is it possible like this?
So many lists. What are the things we are having? Records we can, but what happened? We need to write. Okay, so 9,000 records. Tell me what are the commands we are having? Okay, tell me which concept will come into picture. Tell me which concept will come into picture. Anybody? Range of values. TCL between. Okay, so range of values. We should go for then which concept? DCL concept. Okay, suppose like specific values. Understand where specific value in the sense like what? Suppose like one data,
data
10,
definition language.
9. Like this, we should go for which concept? Specific values. Language. Okay. In concept. And what is DML? Important. Okay, so data. So specific values. Okay,
Manipulation
so this is important. Manipulation. So language. In okay, we have seen last specific. Week, we'll see one more. Okay, so what is TCL? Specific is values.
Transaction
So
control
between
language.
for what? Between for line. Range of. So we need to say values. Okay. So if you know the answer, range of because values. Once you face okay, the point, like okay, so range of values. Okay. Now go back here. Now see this thing. Now instead of like how to write these things, we should go for what? Range of
definition
this is
retrieve
important.
or
So important. Not
query
definition.
language.
Data retrieval. Okay, data. So salary
data
between what? We need to put between
query language.
50,000 and what is DCL? 59,000. Now
data
tell me.
language.
So this is important. Understand the concept of line. Now tell me if I put 50,000. Now what is detail we are having in detail? How many records we get? We are having create. See this data. How many records? Then 2 records, 3 records, 4 records, and one more thing.
4 records.
4 records. Tell me this 59,000 and 50,000 are inclusive or exclusive? Okay, you should understand. Okay, definitions we should go for. Are inclusive or exclusive? Okay, update is for what command? Update is what command? Yes, tell me inclusive or exclusive? Update is what command?
DML.
So these are basics. Okay, that's why, okay, if you say this strong,
so
they
this
say you
is
can leave for the
lower limit and
so
lower
without this we
boundary
can't
or
able to
upper
go
boundary.
further.
So you are
should be
saying inclusive or
concentrated on this. Okay. So create, alter, drop. These are data definition language. Okay. Inclusive. So it will give what? It will give how many records? What about DML? Tell me DMLs. What are the DMLs we are having? So it will give what? It's giving. So DMLs 50,000. Okay, 50,000 as well. 59,000. So in a sense like what? So lower boundary update and upper boundary delete. Upper boundary both are. Okay, and one more thing is that in Snowflake, in the sense like what this is a DML. Now understand okay, whereas in Oracle database, I'll put one more thing. Okay, so say DDL. Okay, but in Snowflake truncate is a DML. Okay, tell me. No, it will give records or it won't give records. DDLs are what? DDLs are how many auto committable. How many records will give? So in the sense like what? Don't need to do anything. Okay. What about DMLs? DMLs are not.
Okay.
Two records. Why? Committable. Why? Okay, so see, we'll see. Reason.
One
name
is there
we need
and
to
one
control
more
this
is null
transaction.
value.
How can I control this transaction by using
Another
TCL transaction? No, which employee? Step by step, which employee is? Now we should go for tell me what the comments.
1 and 5.
1
1
and
and roll back. No, why reason? Okay, so why reason? Go to the pointer. Reason I want. Why it will roll back. Okay. Now we'll see what happened.
It is
How
the
to see
lower
the data?
limit
Tell me how can I see
as
data
well as
by
the
which command?
upper limit.
Select. Okay, so you need to say what? Okay, both are inclusive. Now what is DCL? Tell me DCL. Lower limit and upper limits are inclusive. So in the sense like what will you? This condition say it will you? What is DCL? Okay, so if I put like this, what happens?
Grant and revoke.
Lower limit and upper limit and revoke. Okay, suppose like simple example. In a similar fashion, what we can able to say what? This is the lower limit. Grant this condition satisfy. Upper limit also condition it will you. Like suppose getting the point. You got suppose understand. So both are inclusive. Now understand the concept. Now we are having one more thing after the same thing. Now what happened? I am putting 50,000. Which role will go for? Which role we should as a Snowflake developer? 0, okay. In
Tell me
TSS
it'll give or it won't
combination,
give.
like
If
we
it
got
give,
offering
why?
TSS, don't give, why?
Okay.
Reason.
No,
they want to report to
It will give only one record
Office Campus.
Why one record? What
Tell
is the
me
reason
directly,
one
you can
record?
go to the Office Campus. Huh?
because
What should have?
next record is
That we can. We should have
001
what?
is there, right?
ID. Okay, we should have
50,001.
ID and access.
We don't have that
Same
value.
thing. Okay, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so getting the point. If you want to go to the Office Campus,
One
what
record
we
or
should
two
have?
records?
ID and access. So in a
Two
similar
Only one
fashion,
record will.
if I
Only
want
one.
to,
Why one?
I want to go to the
Oh, sorry, 50,000
if I
two
want
records
to
it
do
will come, and another
any
and after
operations.
and we
Okay,
have
any
one
operations
more
in the sense
value,
like
right?
what?
Where will
Creation
have
of
that value?
table.
50,000
Okay, insertion of data.
No,
What
question is
should
that
have?
how
What
many
should have?
records
We
will
should
give?
have
One
what?
record or two records or no
Permissions.
records?
Okay. So permissions
Nothing.
who will give based on
Nothing.
why
Nothing.
go for grant.
So you
and
need to remember
Hope
okay,
I'll get all the
data
records.
control. Data
all the
control in the
records.
sense like what? Okay.
What?
If you want to
All
perform
records. Why?
any operation in the sense
So
like what?
remember one thing,
Creation,
okay? So
insertion.
see,
Okay,
okay,
so
so
see, this is
50,000 or
privileges.
5 lakhs.
Who will give the
50,000
privilege?
is based
in grant.
So we need to
and
understand the
reward.
concept. Okay,
So
don't
before
by
that, I'll
hand.
explain.
See,
Okay,
what
tell
is the
me
concept?
what
Is
are
that
the
what?
database
Okay. So
environments will
between
have in
is
the
for what?
market? Between is for range of
Database environments, values.
okay,
Tell me
range
what
of
are
values
the-
in the sense like what? Okay,
Oracle. Oracle.
So see
No,
what
no,
saying, okay?
okay,
So
so
range
understand
of
database
values.
environments.
Range of values
Okay,
in
you
the
are
sense
not
like
able to
what?
answer
Okay,
the
we should
questions
have
clearly.
starting
Environments. What are the
limit
environments? I'm
and
not asking database.
ending limit.
Databases.
Okay. So starting limit and end limits what?
Developer.
Increase in the sense like what? When you
Okay,
put this
development.
50,000 and
Okay,
59,000,
so remember,
we'll
okay,
get
so we
50,000,
should focus
50,001
questions,
to
okay,
59,000.
Okay,
See, that's what it's giving. So
four
so they'll
records.
ask the
But
intro. When I
okay,
put
say
like this
wrong answer,
50,000
like
and
one
same thing,
answer,
what
they'll
happened?
say,
Both
okay,
are
you can
increased. That's why it's giving
because
same.
main focus is that what
Now
learning
question
is
is that what?
so you
Now
need
I'm
to clear
putting
the interview. Okay, if you're
50,000
not
and
able to understand
50,000
the
dot
questions, now you need to ask.
So database environment. That is development. So all records when you
main
go for all
focus of
records
this
in
what?
while
Okay,
software learning, you should
go
go attend the interview. Okay. So you should concentrate the questions.
Yes,
Yes, anybody? What is the reason? How many records?
Which is the environment?
One record or two records or no records? Only development environment. We are having what?
Wa-
2 records.
Two records.
Quality.
Reason?
Testing.
Because that
Okay, so then
that one is a float value,
production.
right? Second one.
Production. Okay,
Okay,
these
see,
are the
range of value in the
environment.
sense
See,
like
one
what?
more.
Okay, this
Development
this is the
environment,
smaller value,
testing
and this is the
environment,
bigger value.
production.
Okay,
Now
so
it will give
product
what? Okay,
environment.
this condition satisfied
Okay.
and this
Now
condition.
tell me
satisfied.
if
It
you
will
got
give
any
two
issues
directly
records.
work in production. Okay. So tell
two
me, we'll have the
records
access.
will
What the point? Okay. Tell me, in production is nothing but what production. So semicolon should be there for
all
every
the
statement.
users
See, it will
are
give two records. Okay,
all
so
the
two
users
records.
are
Got the point? This is lower value and upper value. Got the point?
working.
Suppose
Okay,
when I
so
put
working,
60,000, what
working
happened? You
okay.
59,000.
The question is that what when I directly
Got
we
the
can't
point.
do,
So
so that's
that's
why
what,
what
okay,
okay,
so we
okay.
have some
Suppose I'm
access.
putting 15.
In production, we'll have
condition
only
what which
read
this
condition
access.
satisfied. In this particular range of
like
value,
what
only
what the values
select.
are, it will pick
Okay.
those values.
What about
That's
dev?
why you
Will
will
tell
tell
me
me
dev
will
will
have what?
So this
Read
is the
and
starting value
write
and this is the ending
and
value.
write.
Okay, so what the
complete
conditions
access will be there
matching
in
you that
development
particular values.
environment.
Got the point? Let me at least, sir, no? Sir, no? Clear?
So one
So
more
for
time.
any doubts, sir. So what
This
we're
is
trying to say,
important,
okay,
okay,
so range of values, starting limit
Okay,
and ending
development
limit. So
environment
what
will
are the
have read
conditions
and
satisfied?
write
It will do, whereas
those
production will have
values.
only
It will
read. Matching
give all
all
these
the
things
lower
we should
limit,
go
upper
for
limit,
which command
will
users
go for
like
grant. And now see this thing. We'll see slowly. Okay. Now tell me what? Okay. How many records will be one record or how to create any table, how to insert data, how to control this data, and how to tell me one records or two records. What? Okay. First we should have what? We should have one Snowflake, one account. Next one is that what we have. Next one we should have what? How many records? One, two. We should have what?
Database.
So you know concept, but what you need to understand the thing. Okay, tell me.
Two
records.
Two records. Why two records? So it's simple only, but what happens? It's logical only. Tell me. So SQL is nothing but logical thing. Tell me two records or one record or zero record.
Range of values.
Range of how many?
It is upper limit, no? Zero record it will give.
So see what happened to you? Zero record. So reason is that what? Okay. So remember one thing. So Snowflake account. Next one you should have what? Always this one. Lower limit should be there. So lower limit should be there. Then or lower boundary either should be equal to upper limit. Same thing. Okay. Now tell me which database we will work there. Less than go for what? Creation of creator replace less than. Which database? Tell me. Value should be what? Always should be database lower value. Lower value. You got the point? So silver for which database? Lower value. Which environment will work directly? Suppose I'm putting 40,000 development. So from 40 to 50,000, what the records are? I'm putting July. Suppose I'm putting 50,000. This value. Suppose I'm putting in a similar fashion. We should create what? One value. So in the okay, these are basic bigger value and already we discussed. Just we are trying to no records because these are conditions that what kids have. Lower limit should be either equal to upper limit. Okay, go back here.
It's a simple only, but what happened? Okay, so it says like if you're not able to say, it is like what you're not able to understand the concept. Okay, concept is that what always this lower limit should be either less than schema should be created. Okay, so see what the point. When I refresh, yes or no, clear so far. So July this way can able to get it. Okay, clear. So in July value should be lower value. Suppose I want to get employee 135 like this. So schema value should go for what concept? Now tell me how can I see the list of tables in this particular
In
database?
concept.
How can I see the list of tables? In concept. Okay. So see first where will come the list of tables employee ID in
Select
one
get
comma, 2 comma 5 something like specific
Description.
values. No, yeah. So specific values. So these are the questions. Suppose I want to get employee because okay they and as well as employee they are asking I'm not asking description. I want to see list of in the sense tables. Say compulsory tables. Okay, show tables. Okay, if I want to get the radial, I want to get compulsory select 50,000. When you go for this compulsory, so listen the which concept will come into picture. Next condition compulsory. So now tell me there is no table. And now how can I populate? We can able to go for this now. Why will you between? I want only one condition. Only 50,000. I want only 50,000. So only 50,000 table got created.
Salary
Insert some data. Okay, remember when you have range of values only, we should go for between. When you have specific values, now we should go for either equal to or inverse. What the point? So now I want to get department ID 100 only. So you should go for and department ID equals to 100. So I'm populating some data. So remember it's like this way can able to get. Okay, got the point a little bit at least. So one more time. Now if I put tables, how many records you get? We'll get aware of all this thing. One record. Now if I want to see data, how can I see all the records? Now see this thing. Get in detail. Now I want to see the table. Okay, so table definition. Now what? Now my requirements that what? My requirements that what? I want to get employee ID 1. Okay. Now tell me suppose I want to get employee ID 3. How can I want to see the data? Employee ID 5, employee ID 6, employee ID 4, 40, employee ID 40. Tell me how can I write select star from table. Okay, by using this is what statement? This is data retrieval or data inoperate. Suppose I am having so many records. Step by step, okay. My requirement is that what? So in is working fine. So see, we'll see. My requirement is that what? Okay, I want to. So now what is star here? Important. The records. If I put select star from table. What is starting value is name of the star. Anybody knows? So select 3. I don't know ending value. One more time. Okay, if I know the starting value and ending value, we go for so table 3 and 49. But I don't know what is star name of the star. I know only starting value. I don't know for star one ending value. Tell me how can I get anybody? I want to get from starting from 3. I want to get all the employee. Anybody?
Total
important concept. Okay, so see,
Having
okay, remember one thing. Star is
having
nothing but what?
having
welcome projection operator. Okay, so filtering we are not doing this thing again. So what it will project? Simple will project all the concepts in the factorial data. Simple thing only. Okay, so one more time. If you see this thing, I want to understand difference between columns. Suppose I want only particular value. Suppose like I want to get only 3. So when I want to get only screenshot and write only 3. So see this thing. Employee ID equal to 3. Okay, I know starting value. Now tell me in the database what in the data then are equal to tell me how the data will be stored. How in the which format data in the data will be stored. Getting a little bit at least. Suppose if I know starting value, which format between column I know starting tables. First we should table. I know ending value. Suppose again tables are divided into columns and 39 rows. Main thing now we should say what main thing is about tables. Tables are divided. How can I get columns ending value? Then now tell me in this one first headings are what?
Less than or equal to 40.
Less than or equals to headings, columns. Okay, so columns. And these are the points. So if I know starting value, we'll get. Now what I'm saying, I know starting 3, but what is projecting all the columns and all the. Tell me, we should go for what concept? Database. Now why we are writing employee ID, employee name? Okay, so other than between is there an option? We seeing this data such a way that what first to what we created employee ID first. Same thing. Just now see what happened. Just like employee ID between. That's why it's giving like this employee and 40. Okay, so anything is there. So like this. The answer is here. Star is nothing but what? I know starting value. I know ending value. Then operator. It will project all the columns. I know starting value. Suppose I don't want all the columns. Ending value. Then what happens? We can able to go right. Employee ID. Employee. So you need to put a lot of efforts because you're not able to follow. See, remember, don't by hand the concept. What is going to tell me? Giving only. So when you understand the concept, we can able to implement. What the point? I know starting value. I know ending value. Then we projection. Remember, select is very very important because we want which one and we want to see. Okay. So it is projecting range. Other than range. Other than see, I know ending value. All the columns. Less than 40. Suppose I don't want all the. I want only specific columns.
Employee ID greater than or
Okay.
equal
Now
to
see this thing. This is good. Okay.
So
So
it will
it is
give
projecting
3. So
all
when I
the
put
columns
what happens?
as well as
3,
all the
40, 40. I want to get
all
only
the
40.
records.
Suppose
Then we should go for
I
what?
don't want all the
Under.
records.
Okay. I
Under
want only specific records. See,
employee
if
ID.
I put star is nothing but
What
what?
less than equals to?
less than
So
or
star is
equal
nothing
to
but
40.
what? 40.
Okay. See,
Greater than
it's a
3
projection.
and less
It
than.
will
So you can
project
able to go
all
for
the
between
columns in the
or you can
database.
go for
Okay.
less than
Suppose
greater than equal to 3 and less
I
than
don't
40.
want
Got the point?
all the
Yes,
records.
so you should understand the
Uh,
concept here.
Okay.
So if you know
I want
starting
Can
with
you,
specific
can you replace with
records.
the unoperator?
simple example. Okay. If you go to the ATM, so you want balance of your account or you want other balances? Tell me. So if you go to the ATM, so what
It will
you
give
put?
all
You
the
put
records.
okay, debit card or credit card.
So
So
see
you
what
want
is
to get
giving
your
account
so
balance.
employee ID
Okay.
greater than equal
So
to 3
your
account
account
balance.
3, 4,
We
5,
don't
6,
want
42,
all the
49.
details.
Okay, so
That's
this
why what?
condition
Now tell
first
me if I
condition
want to
show.
get specific
See,
column.
when I
We
put
should
like
go
this,
for
what
which
happen?
concept?
Tell me.
Anybody?
It is giving specific column.
So 3 to 49. Okay. Suppose when I
select
remove this
column.
thing, now what happened? Tell me it's giving less than 40. So in the sense like
From
what? It will
table.
give all the records. So R is nothing but what? R is
No, no,
nothing
what
but
is that
what?
concept name?
Optional. Okay, got your point.
Specific
So
columns.
it will pick the first first condition satisfied. So see
Concept.
3, 4, 5, 6,
So
7,
see, it's
49.
projecting
And
all the
40 in the
columns,
sense
but
like
I
what?
don't want
All
all
the
the
columns.
I want only
Filtering
specific.
concept.
We should go for compulsory.
Filtering.
Filtering.
See, so second, I want
Here
only
also
this
for
second. So
record
starting
card.
value
Then
and
we
ending
should
value.
go
We
for
can
what?
like
This
or we can go for
which
between.
concept?
Okay. And if I want to do the sorting, we can able to
That
do
is
the filtering. Okay. Order by 3. 3 in the sense like what? Tell me what is 3?
Filtering.
3 which column?
Concept.
Okay. So see
First
this
3
thing what
columns.
happened? Okay. So
Salary.
now if I put
Salary type.
select
Salary
star
column.
first
Important.
column,
Okay, this is
second
important.
column,
This is basic.
third column. So
select
third
star
column
from
we are trying
table.
to do
What
ascending or
happened? Tell
descending,
me.
sir. It is giving star is nothing but all the columns
Ascending.
and we are doing
Ascending
anything.
side. Okay,
So
so
see
see,
all
ascending side.
columns.
Okay, so see,
Employee, employee,
plus
salary as all
records.
list
Send-
not okay,
Okay,
all
sorry,
records.
sorry.
In a similar fashion, so like
Suppose
okay, it
I'm
will give
putting
like instead of star, I'm putting column 1, column 1, column 2. Now
So
what
we are
happened? Tell me
starting like
all
this, no,
columns
it won't
plus
do.
okay,
So
all columns are specific columns plus
So
all
now
records.
try
See,
to
only
open one
specific
more
column.
session.
How to
and
open
all
one more
records.
session?
Suppose
Click on this
same
thing.
thing.
Now tell me where which database?
Now what
Wherein-
happened? I
so
want
see this thing where
so like
where
this. You can
column 1 equals to val 1. Tell me what
So
exactly
this is what
means.
third column is.
Anybody?
What? Third
What
column
it
is
will give? Which column? Tell me anyone.
ascending.
What it will
Salary.
give? Ascending. Salary is
First
the
specific
ascending.
column.
Suppose when I put
Columns and
descending, it will give
record.
descending
Specific
side.
columns.
Where specific column? Got the point. Huh? So this is filtering column as well as starting.
In column
Okay,
1,
starting.
where the
Understand this
value
thing?
is that
So
one.
select.
No, no. So
We'll
see,
see the
now
use
question
case
is
and
that
it goes
what
for
is
it's
select
projecting all columns.
table,
Or
what it will
specific
give?
column. It's a star is nothing but what? Star is nothing but it's a projection
No, there is all columns, but
operator.
into
What it
value.
will do?
Star is nothing
What
but
it will
all
do? It will
columns or
project
specific columns?
all the
If you're
columns in the
getting
particular
confused,
star
table.
Suppose if I don't want all the columns,
All
we
columns.
want with all columns.
Specific
Okay,
columns.
then
There is
what
where
happens? We
condition,
need to
no?
mention the columns.
So,
What are the
so
we have to say what?
It's just
Okay,
projecting
we need to say what?
specific
All
columns and
columns
all the
plus-
record.
Suppose
Specific
if I put like this, specific
records.
all the
Records.
columns and
Specific.
what?
Okay, see,
Specific.
so
Remember one thing.
records.
Only the
I
condition
want
matching
all the
it will
columns and
this
all
record.
records.
Suppose
But
we want to add
only
one more condition, we should go for either and specific column
records
to suppose take the same thing.
value to
And if I
here.
want to do sorting, we should go for. So these are
Order.
important. Okay, so that's why I'm saying
Order
so
by
much stress. Column 1, ascending.
Column
If I
one.
don't put ascending, or you can able to go for descending.
Column 1,
Okay, like
column
this,
2,
ascending or descending.
column 10.
So see,
Okay.
it's projecting.
Now tell me
all
what
the
is
columns,
concept?
It is projecting
what?
condition satisfy, and so these two conditions compulsory satisfy or need
What
to
it will do?
satisfy. These two conditions need to be satisfied compulsory.
Only
So when I
it
put
will
and this
reject,
method,
column 1.
this condition is satisfied and this condition. So
Column 1.
Okay.
No,
So got the
this
point.
is
Now
all
we'll see the
columns or
use cases.
specific columns.
Specific.
This is
Now
specific
opening
column.
Flipkart specific columns. Okay, so this is important.
particular
So if understand
condition.
almost
Only
same
these
thing.
conditions.
See, it is projecting what? Projecting
okay,
all the
specific
columns in the
columns
particular table.
and
Tell me, assume like Flipkart is one
condition match.
table. Only the
Okay, so
condition matched only
select
records will be populated. Okay. So when I remove this
select
thing, what happened? Tell me, it's projecting specific
star
columns and all the
Flipkart.
records.
All
What will
the
happen? Tell me, what will
Suppose
happen?
if we want to get
It's
thing,
projecting.
we'll see. Okay, we'll see data.
All
okay,
the
one
columns and all the
understand
records.
what?
Suppose
If I
it's
put
having
star in the sense
5
like
lakh
what it
records in this
projects
particular.
all the columns
Suppose
in the database.
remember, suppose
and if
I want to
less,
purchase a
losing,
phone.
projecting
Tell me if you
only
want to purchase
particular
phone, do you
condition,
require
only the
grocery?
condition match.
Do you require
If you're not
fashion?
able to go back,
Or do you require
here what
travel?
happened?
Tell me. So now select star. It is projecting. Tell me, do you want all the columns and all the records?
No, mobile.
How many cards are there? We're
No,
having
we need
8
to what
records.
we should go for what concept?
Suppose if I
Which
want to
concept?
get
Mobile.
specific columns and all
What is the
records.
concept name?
Okay. Now
What's the
suppose
concept name of the concept, same thing. Now
Filtering
I
concept.
don't
Filtering
want all.
concept.
I want to search
all
for
columns.
I want only employee ID, or suppose like I want only
see left
gender
side
equal to
filtering
male.
concept.
Then we can understand the concept. Okay,
Where?
I don't want
Where?
all the records. I
Gender.
want only specific.
So this is
records.
important.
So
Okay,
we
so
should go for
gender
what? We should go for
equals to what?
filter
Equal
equals
to
that is
yeah.
where
Where
it will
class.
give only male records.
So
Okay,
see,
suppose
where
I don't want all the columns. I want only
category
specific columns. Then we should go for what?
equals to
So we
anything.
should mention the
For
column
understanding
name,
purpose.
employee ID, employee.
Now what
name.
happened?
Now
How many
what's the
records
condition
projecting?
here? Tell me. It's projecting
9,000
only
records.
gender
Okay,
category and
see here
only
we are getting the number of records.
employee ID,
8496.
employee.
Got the point?
I don't
So
want
if I
all
put
records.
like this, what
I
happens?
want
Give
only
only
employee ID,
one.
employee
Okay.
name. Suppose now tell me, but I
Suppose
want only
I'm using-
specific condition. Specific condition in the sense like
Samsung.
what? The
So I
condition
like
need to be
Samsung
satisfied
brand.
here.
I like
Redmi.
so this is
Okay.
compulsory.
Now tell me when you
Okay,
like
so here
specific
where is
brands,
nothing but
you
what?
required
So where is
Apple,
it?
Realme, all these
Filtering.
things
We
are
don't want. We know go for
Samsung.
Tell me it's a compulsory
From
optional. Tell me it's a
8,000
compulsory
it's
optional.
reducing to
This condition need to be
what is
satisfied or
reducing?
no, 500. Now tell me it's a compulsory condition. How many records are there? We're having records are reducing.
Records are there.
So from 8,000 it's reducing to
only male is what?
500.
It's a compulsory
So
optional
5
condition.
records. It's a compulsory
Compulsory.
condition. Compulsory. Compulsory condition. How can I get? Based on which concept in SQL? So this syntax is very because we'll work mostly on selection. SQL
And.
compulsory and concept.
And.
Remember? So
take
where
see
is
what happens
compulsory and where
all
will
the
write only
columns
one
and
time and we should go for
gender
equal
and
to
the
concept.
name.
Suppose
take the same thing.
brand equals to Samsung. Okay, see it is giving
see,
what? It's
I
giving
want to get what?
500.
I
I
want
want
to
to
get
get this. Okay, suppose I want
gender
Samsung
male
brand
and
and I
as
want
well
to get department
500.
ID.
It's increasing
100.
How
How to get department ID 100? When records are increasing, the sense like what's the compulsory
Next
concept is
concept
that what? So I want to get
Optional.
only optional. So in the sense like what? 100 in the brand column, we want to put either Samsung or anyone.
Let's start from table.
Brand equals to
Where department ID.
getting the points. So see in the same
100.
column, if I want to get one more condition. Already I want to pick the records whether it's gender equal to M. I want to add one more condition. Already we are having
Suppose
one
I
condition.
want to
So
add
total
one more
8 records.
one more brand.
In 8
That is
records we are getting 6
6
records.
records. Like
From 6 records I want to get 100. It's 6,000 to 1200. Tell me next what say one more condition. So it can pick this value or
And
one more and we should go for
got
and
the point.
So like this
And
it's
so-
understood
okay,
simple.
so
This condition is there.
Okay.
Now instead of writing multiple
Now,
R, we
I
can
want
write
to
what?
get only
Instead of
what?
writing multiple R, we can write what? I want to get only. Now I want to get multiple R. Instead of writing
And-
multiple R, we should go
and
for what? Single
in
constant.
in
operator.
operator.
In operator.
Where?
Okay, so where? Okay, so
And
brand
department
in
ID
equals to Samsung. Bracket open. Got the point.
So
So
we
we
build
build
these
this
things.
so we
Okay,
can
so we
able
should
to
put
get
comma
department
value
ID. Comma separate. Suppose I want to get
comma
only
separate.
employee ID 1. Tell me employed 1. How to get? We should go for one more and
Again,
condition and
like this.
employee ID
So it will pick
equals to either this value. Okay, now
this
tell me
value
what is the
and
conclusion?
set.
Okay,
So
how
it's
many records
projecting
giving? It's giving
all the
1200.
columns and
All records. Got the point. So
Now
like
what
simple
happened?
only,
Where
but
it
what
will
you
give
want to
what?
visualize
You
that
only
condition
the
brand
brand
in see only M. Okay, see it's satisfying
Okay,
only
200
M
records.
condition. So always
next
type
step is
like
that
this. Okay,
what
so
we
we
are
are
having
having
100
department
department
200.
200.
But we are asking
Now
and,
suppose
and in the sense like
I am
what?
having
Only
the budget of
compulsory, only
10,000
match records only
and
that is
30,000.
Again,
Tell me,
what
I
I
am
want to
having-
get
so
employee.
range
of values. You
one.
should go for what
Okay,
concept?
so
Range of values like this. Clear so far like this. So it's a tell me it's compulsory to
Where
from
is
1200
compulsory
condition
to
and is
855.
compulsory. It's a compulsory
Like
optional
this.
condition when
So
records
one more
are
time you
reducing. Okay, these are important. If you will see the use case, you can able to get some clear cut idea. Now see this thing. Tell me. Now I want to get employee ID 1. Tell me how to get only employee ID 1. I want to get only employee ID. Tell me 1. When records are reducing, tell me
filtering.
where class. Okay, so where. So
No,
when records are reducing,
employee
it's a compulsory
equals
condition.
to
And
1.
okay,
Price.
now suppose
between
I
what
want to
between
get range of
employee
what we
ID
should go for
as well as
between. Okay,
employee
so range of
ID
should go for between. I want to get
what,
these 10,000 and anybody can able to tell me.
30,000.
I want to get
10,000
employed one as well as
employee
30,000.
Okay, so
What
tell
happened? How
me
many
anyone?
cards came? It's reducing 855.
Employee ID in one
And
word.
In operator.
So
And
see similar fashion. Okay, so we'll see. We'll go for and. We'll
Now,
suppose
go back here.
So,
So
this
this
employee
employee
ID.
equal to
Now I
1.
want to get
And
this
this what?
employee ID
40%
or
to
more.
2.
I know starting
Value.
line one. So tell me 40% or more.
See,
It is projecting 40% or more in
all
the sense
the
like what? Tell me
columns
this
and
all the records. Okay. Now
tell
see
me,
what happens.
this
Suppose
one
when I put
40%.
employed equals to 1.
it
No,
will give
40%
only
or
one
more.
record.
Now what we are
40%
saying?
or
Okay,
more.
so tell me you're asking for
Less
one
than or
record. It
equal
should
to
satisfy
40%.
employed
No, no,
equal to
40%
and
or more.
employee more. Tell me is it possible? More in the sense
Greater
like
than or
what?
equal
It
to.
won't give
Greater than or
We
equal
have
to.
to
Greater than
use
or equal to 40%.
Single
Okay,
quotes.
greater than or equals to
How many quotes?
Got the point.
No,
No, we can use in
40%
condition.
or
In
more
condition.
condition. It
In-
will say one
in
more time.
one.
So see how many cards? 1, 24 records.
See,
So
11,000,
one more time.
10,000,
It is projecting
all the
10,000,
columns,
28,000,
all
10
the
See, it's
records.
a shuffling. But if you see this thing,
Now
what
you want to
happened? Now
do
I want to get
sorting.
only
M. How can I do the sorting price low to high in the sense like what? Employed one in the sense like what?
this condition says.
What is one? Tell me.
Now what happened? Now we are sorting. And this nothing but what? Compulsory. So
Order
for
by
one
order.
record, at last you should go for employed
by
one as well as price,
it is
ascending
not
or
able to follow.
descending.
Based
Suppose
on
go back
requirement,
here.
department
Now see lower
ID.
value. Now tell me
I'm
why we are
putting
getting only
100. It is
10,000
giving
here. Starting
department
10,000
ID,
by 100 records. Now suppose
10,000 you're getting.
now I putting employed equal
Between
to, tell me.
record.
So this condition satisfies.
So see, we are
and
asking
this condition
10,000 and
satisfies
that is so
one
starting
record.
in.
But
Suppose
what
when
we
I
are
put
asking,
high
we are
to low.
asking
So
one
ending
and
value is what? When I
less
go
than.
for
So we
1
are
and 2,
asking
what happened?
10,000 and
See this
30,000.
thing.
And
Employed
specific
equal
time.
to
So
1.
got
Now
the
we'll
point.
get
So
only 1.
suppose like
If
now
I
tell
see
me if I
one more
put
time.
one more.
Now
And
tell me if I want to.
so
and
as a
employee
user,
ID.
suppose if I
So
want to
two.
purchase a phone, tell me
for
we
one
require all the
record.
things. Huh? So one
So it is
record
5
we
lakh
will
records.
tell me is it called to manually search all the 5 lakh records. It is not. Then we should go for instead. Which concept? Remember, and this nothing but it's a compulsory condition.
See, it's giving
Specific
and
record. Suppose my budget is like this. 10,000.
Now what we are asking for one
30,000.
record,
Range
you want to
of
expect.
values. Suppose I want only Samsung brand. Okay, see,
That's why
from 3,000 to 390.
for what?
Okay, again,
Anybody?
what I want to get some specification.
You should
Suppose
mention
I
the
want to get
bracket.
discount 40% or more. Now what happened?
We'll see. Okay, so that before that we are having what we are having
lakh
one more
records.
thing,
That is
all
filtering to 12 records.
Our condition.
Tell me,
Okay,
is it
see.
called to such 12
So
records?
employed
Simple.
equal to
But
1
before
or
such
M.
also
So
it's
it will
not
be
possible.
either this
So
value
ultimate goal of
or
all
this
these things is
value.
what?
See?
So user
So when I put
flexibility.
like
So
this, what
as a
happens?
user,
Giving
he wants
either
to get.
what?
Suppose when I put
And
now what
limit
happened
what
of
the-
this we can able to
So
go
for one record,
so we are
I
expecting
load
one
and
or
so
it will be
what the
fail.
point?
Condition will be fail.
Yes,
So
or no?
instead of
Getting
one,
a
we
little
should
bit
go
at
for
least or concept.
R is nothing but
Yes, sir,
what?
yes.
The same thing
R
we'll
is
go for
nothing but
one more
what?
use case.
It will pick
Myntra
either this
application.
value.
So there's so many things. Okay.
So
Suppose I'm
everything is
having
coming from
200.
database only.
Tell me
So
it is there.
answer the question.
What is output will get? Suppose I'm searching for Myntra.
What is
Tell me
output
this
will
is what?
get?
It is projecting
One.
all the columns on
Only
all
one
the
condition
records. In the
satisfies
sense like what?
one.
Select
Okay,
the star from
Okay.
Myntra.
Suppose when I
Assume
put
like Myntra is
and
real time,
will
we'll have
give you any
multiple
result.
results. As of now, understand only. Okay, so it's having
No.
2
No.
lakh
Okay,
records.
see, no.
Now
Okay, see,
I
understand
want
the
to
concept
purchase
is that
a
what?
shirt.
Okay.
Tell me if
So
I want to
concept is
purchase
that what?
what we want.
This
all the
condition
things
need to
are we
satisfy
want
at
at
least
least one.
condition. So it is
Which
not
concept we
okay.
should go for
So
what?
if I want to
Filtering.
okay,
That is
if I want to pick
shirt.
this value
See,
or this
how many
value,
records
we
it
should go
is
for
getting?
or.
It's getting or is nothing
1
but
lakh
optional
records.
condition. Tell me
Okay.
as a user,
We'll pick this
is it called
value
to search
or
for 1
this
lakh
value.
records? Suppose I want to get
No.
employed.
Okay, so where
Category.
Okay, suppose I want to get
equal to
employed
shirt.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay, it's giving.
assume like 1 lakh records.
Okay, so anyone.
Again,
okay,
what?
so
Tell me if I want to purchase
no,
for
instead of
me,
this one,
now what
woman,
happens? Suppose
do you require for boys?
see, I want to get
Do you require
employed
girls?
2,
So,
employed
I
3,
want
and
to get
employed
only
5.
men.
So from 1 lakh it's reducing.
Or
See what happens?
employee ID
95,000. So it's
Fine.
nothing but what?
Okay.
So when records
Now
are reduced,
tell me
inside,
it's
it's a
good looking, yeah?
compulsory condition.
Okay, so tell me it's good looking, yeah?
Gender equals to men.
Is it good
It's
looking?
giving what?
It is
It's
not.
giving
Then instead of this, now we
95
can go for
records.
what?
And
95.
can go for. Now
What
what happens?
concept, anybody?
Suppose I'm
In
using specific brand. Suppose I'm using
So select
Louis
star
Phillips.
from
Then what
employee
happens?
where
From 95,000
employee
reducing how many
ID
records? It is
in
reducing to
1,
So it's a compulsory
comma,
optional
2,
condition.
comma,
Right?
3, comma, 5.
Compulsory
Okay, same as
condition.
our condition.
And
It
the
will pick
brand equals
first
to
value,
second
Louis.
value. If it
Okay,
condition matches, pick
Okay,
this
so it's
value.
giving
This value.
Suppose I'm
Suppose
putting 50.
I want
50
have
is there, it
arrow
is not
brand
there.
also. See,
Suppose
from
I'm having
2,000
30. That is there, it is not there.
4,000. Then what happened? Tell me.
So in the sense like
4,000 in the sense like what we should go for
same as
either
our condition.
R
Pick this
condition
value,
or
if
it is matching. If it is this value
or
it is
what?
this
Which one?
value. So based on the condition,
R
let me
what?
pick the
We should go for
values.
In-
got the point. This is
in
nothing but
concept. In
filtering concept. Filtering is
in
nothing but
concept.
what
Can
we
able to
want to
comment
get the
control link,
specific
comment.
records.
So
How to get
mostly
the
we will go for
specific
in
records? We can
concept.
because it's code looking
In
simple.
concept.
Okay.
Brand
And
in.
first where class.
We can able to go
Then
for one
under
class.
we can
Like
go for
in we can.
multiple.
Okay, so it will
records.
use okay.
particular record. Yeah, clear so far because we don't
So
want
one
all
point.
records.
Now
We
what
want
happened?
only
Okay, now
specific
so far
records.
good. Okay.
How to get
Now
the
I
specific
want to get
records? We should go for
so
2137 to
So one
3277.
more time.
This is
So
what
select star from
starting.
employee.
This is what tell me. Now see this thing what
Range,
happened
okay.
and price. So between something
Now
like
see this thing.
what is the reason?
Employee
Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4,
2, 1, 3, 7 to
40,
5,
5,
6,
3,
3,
2, 1, 3,
7 and 3
Is it
to
good?
now I
7
want to get in
percent.
a okay now what happened how many cards
Sorting
that
method
is
is
1 2 3 again what I am bothered about specific color I want
40,
only blue color
49.
by
Blue
using which
color.
concept
What
what
happened?
happened how
So
can I do
267.
sorting so when records
which
are
concept?
reduced in the sense it's a compulsory
Order by
order by color
class,
equal
okay.
to order by blue got the pointer like this okay so if you see
Employee.
the data we can able to visualize so we we can able to understand, okay, data is reduced in the sense it's a compulsory condition. Okay. Suppose what employee. See what happened? It is giving 30% and it is giving what? And above in the sense like what? Tell me what is this? Tell me. And so this is what ascending value or descending value? 30% and above. Greater than equal to
Ascending.
30. Smaller, okay, understand the concept 53 cards. Okay, so these are basic. I work mostly on SQL select statement height because so this is what all the data will we need to analyze. How can you analyze by using select? Okay, one at last we should go for what if you are not able to order by ASC. Okay, same thing. Okay, what is the application ascending order by SAT. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 descending. Okay, suppose if I want to go back here, if
if I don't mention by default, so what? Okay, suppose by relevance, okay, or by better discount. So better discount is by default. When you don't mention, it's an 40%. 40%. This is the better. Suppose I want to get bigger value, then what happen? We should put DSC. This is descending. We'll get what? 49 like this reverse. It's a descending. Bigger value to smaller value. Okay. Or else like if I want to put, okay, suppose now tell me what I'm trying to do. Okay. Now I'm putting. Now what will happen? Tell me what will happen. Anyone in idea what I'm putting? 3 order by 3. Anybody know?
Nothing
happened.
3 records will be displayed.
Three rows.
3 rows. No, we have seen not we are not using filtering concept. This is sorting. See, remember? Okay, so we are not using filtering. This is sorting.
First 3 records.
No, not first 3 records. Anyone?
Wrong statement.
Which one?
Order by 3s.
Oh, order by 3. What exactly do it?
It is a wrong statement. Like didn't select any column.
No, it's not a wrong. It's a correct statement. Okay, see this thing. Okay, so see, it will give. What is giving? Tell me, anybody. Suppose if you're not able to follow. What is giving? Tell me. If I say this thing, what happened? It's giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 5, 6. Okay. Now when you put order by 1 descending, what happened? Tell me. So 49, 44 in the sense like what? Understand this concept. What we're trying to do. So we can able to mention order by 1 in the sense like what? Order by 1 in the sense like what? First column is getting sorting. What the point I say? It's sorting descending order. Okay. If I put 2, what happened? Tell me. If I put 2, what happened to the second column sorting? If I put 3, what happened? Tell me. You see what happens? 43. So see what happened? You are getting 85,000, 75,000 like this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suppose if I put 8, what happened? Tell me. It's giving 300, 200, 100. Suppose when I put 9, tell me it will work. 9th column is there. 9th column is there.
No, sir.
No.
Okay, see, it is not there. Okay, see, 9 is not a valid. So we should mention this number of columns. Suppose when I put 0, tell me it work. 0. 0.
No, sir. No, sir.
Why?
It will work after one is there, right? It will work.
So it won't work. See this thing, what happened? Okay. So remember in Snowflake or anywhere, no, Snowflake SQL. So numbering will start with 1 only. 1. Okay. So if you see this thing, what happened? Okay, this is the first column, second column, third column like this. Okay. Now 0th column is there. It is not there. So always we should start with numbering 1. Okay, 1. And we should mention what? We should mention first column or second column. Okay. Instead of mentioning like this, we can able to put order by employee name like this. We can able to put. Okay. So link expiring, come back, we'll see the same. Okay. So same link will try to join. Okay. So got the pointer like this way, you can able to get order by 1 descending. So in the sense like your first column. Suppose when I put what happened, it will be ascending sort. Okay, link expect, come back. Okay. So by default it will be ascending sort when you don't mention. Okay, we can able to mention like this, or we can able to go like this. Okay, this is nothing but filtering and sorting. Like some more concept is there, we can able to see. Okay, so like we'll have like specific columns. Okay, so we don't want all records, we want to get specific records. You should go for where class, under class, like this in. Okay, so you got the pointer. So we'll see one more time. So there are so many conditions that we'll close. Okay, this is very, very important because so we want to